Okay, in this video we're going to be demonstrating how to make a piece of pipe, and that pipe is just going to be a regular round pipe, 24-inch pipe that we'll be able to connect these flanges to. Okay, here we go. Let me turn off my notification here. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to create a part. Please ignore the running toilet in the background. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to name this part pipe. And the reason we're going to name it just pipe is because this is going to be an iPart that we're going to use for different diameter pipes. Okay, so what we'll do again, as we normally do, is turn on, highlight all the axes and planes and make them visible. You can set this as a default, I just don't know how. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is start with a sketch. We're going to sketch on this plane here, the XY plane. And when we draw our pipe, we need to draw the outside of the pipe. And then we need to obviously draw the inside of the pipe, okay, depending on the thickness that you want. What we'll do is we'll dimension this pipe right here. We're just going to dimension that to 1 inch. And then we will have a thickness here for the pipe. Okay. Now we're going to click on this dimension and right click, click, right click and find dimension properties, and we're going to call this pipe ID, which is inner, well, we're going to call it inner diameter. And the reason we're calling it inner diameter instead of ID is because we don't want to be confused with ID, like identification. Click here on the other dimension, and then we're going to call this pipe underscore thickness. Hit apply. Okay. Let's go ahead and so now we have a relationship between the inside of the pipe and the thickness of the pipe. That way we don't have to worry about the dimensions on the outside. So if we scale this to 24-inch, then that's the inside dimension of the pipe. But I believe that I'm not sure exactly, depending on the pipe thicknesses, if it's going to be a 24-inch inner diameter or 24-inch outer diameter. I should look at that up. Let me look that up really quick here. Okay, so typically we're referencing the inner diameter of the pipe, and so we're going to leave that at 24 inches, and this we're going to change it to maybe ½ inch. Okay, so now we have our profile of our pipe, and what we want to do now is do an extrusion here of this pipe. We're going to extrude this. We select the area that we're going to extrude, which is not the inside but the actual pipe, and we're going to extrude this to 24 inches. Notice how I extruded from this side of the plane. We actually want to change that to extrude from the center, and that is located here, and we would do symmetric. The reason is we sometimes like to be able to reference the center of the pipe, and so by having planes in the center of the pipe, we have 3 reference points, the ends and that. Oops. symmetric and hit the check mark. Okay, so now we have our pipe here. Again, we're going to convert this into an iPart so we can use it for future reference. And let's see here. For the iPart, we go to the Manage here tab, and then we go to Create iPart. And there's our cool dimensions. We have pipe inner diameter, the pipe thickness, and then we have a D2, which is the extrusion. Of course, we haven't named that one, so let's go ahead and show dimensions here. So then we can click on the dimension and go to dimension properties and call this pipe length. Okay, now this is going to be just for standard pieces. When you're designing something, you probably want to design to 4 feet, 5 feet, or 4.5 feet. You probably don't want to design to 4.213 feet or anything like that. So if you can design it to some nominal lengths, it makes it a lot easier, especially when you're going to be using iParts. So let's go back to our iPart here, create part. And we have all our things that we have here, pipe, inner thickness, everything, and we're good to go. So now let's create another pipe here by right-clicking, inserting row. The first part we're going to call 24 by 24 pipe by 0.5. Oops, did not like that file name. Oh wait, yeah, it didn't mind that file name. And then we're gonna call it 24 by 24 by 0.5. Okay, this one we'll call 48 by 48 by 0.5, and then you'll have different pipe lengths that you'll want to populate, maybe the most common pipe lengths that you use. You don't have to do this, but this is just kind of a better way to do it. I'm sorry, this is 24-inch inner diameter by 48-inch, and our pipe length is going to be here. We're going to change this to 48. Okay. So now, if we come in here to our table, we're able to choose which one we want. See, double click on there and it automatically changes it. So there you go, there's our pipe as an iPart with dynamic lengths on it. And let's go ahead and do some assemblies. We're gonna go ahead and hit save on that. And I'll go ahead and save this here. And we will call this pipe stick.